At the age of 23, Elad Horish got married. 18 months after the birth of his first son, his life turned upside down.
I woke up one morning and discovered a swelling on the side of my neck. I showed it to the family doctor.
The initial diagnosis was enlarged lymph nodes. However, X-rays showed general enlargement of lymph nodes all along his upper torso.
From that point on begins a period of 4 weeks during which I knew I had cancer. I just didn't know which type.
4 nerve-wracking weeks followed of waiting untreated for the biopsy results, while the cancer spread rapidly through his body.
They finally came to a conclusion that the only way out of this was a bone marrow transplant.
At this critical point, Ezer Mitzion's bone marrow registry entered the picture, searching for a suitable bone marrow donor for Elad.
Your ID number, please. We have a match. We found a soldier donor. I was overjoyed. I said, okay, we have the answer.
Out of over 500,000 bone marrow samples, only one, was a perfect match. 3 years earlier, the day Lior enlisted in the IDF, he gave a small blood sample and joined the registry. On the day of his discharge, he got the call that he was the match that could save someone's life.
Giving my bone marrow, saving a human life, being part of such a thing is very exciting.
Full name, please.
Lior Horish.
Horish? Any connection to Elad Horish?
Elad, I have great news for you. We found a donor. Turns out, it's your brother. Making such a donation, and especially to my brother, is exhilarating. It just feels so good.
These 2 young brothers could not possibly imagine the life and death situation they would face together as adults.
I joined the registry not knowing it would eventually save a life, and in this case, my brother's.
During the 4 weeks before the transplant procedure, Lior resolved to strengthen his body any way he could. It was meanwhile necessary to destroy Elad's immune system in order to ensure his body would not reject the transplant.
God willing, let it turn out well. We'll hope for the best and let the transplant be successful.
The day Elad and his family had been waiting for came at long last. The 2 brothers were in the same hospital for a shared purpose. The day of the transplant, Lior wanted to personally bring his bone marrow donation to his brother. The procedure was carried out on the verge of Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement, a day of deep soul searching. This marked the end of a long period of waiting for the transplant and the start of facing the physical challenges ahead. After excruciating emotional and physical struggles, Elad's superhuman battle with cancer reached an end. His body accepted the transplant, and light began to shine again in Elad's life.
Finding a matching donor for Elad would not have been possible without our efficient computerized registry and the efforts of our staff.
I started learning more and more about Ezer Mitzion and its broad scope. I still hear about things that they did for me that I wasn't even aware of at the time.
With Elad, we saved him and his family. Indeed, whoever saves one person has saved an entire world.
Each and every life, be it child or adult, which is saved thanks to the registry, is what we strive for. It's our goal and our happiness. When I look at Elad, I feel like a mother who gave birth and then sees the babies well. It's more or less the same, an overwhelming joy that just can't be put into words.
Sometimes your giving travels far and makes its way back to you.